Have us in bondage right through these fussing and fighting among ourselves. Nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell, I say. Get up and fight for your right, my brothers. Get up and fight for your right, my sisters. Took us away from civilization, brought us to slave in this big plantation, fussing and fighting among ourselves. Nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell, I say. Get up and fight for your right, my brother. Get up and fight for your right, my sister. Took us away from civilization, brought us to slave in this big plantation, fussing and fighting among ourselves. Nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell, I say. Get up and fight for your right, my brothers. Get up and fight for your right, my sister. Get up and fight for your right, my brother. Get up and fight for your right, my sister. Get up and fight.
Greetings, we're there with you. Yeah. So we're talking about safe environment for the family. You think so we forgot? The safe environment for the family. It's our duty to be responsible. And now we have this health issue. It'd be more important for us to have our family close to us. And the children, we need to know their whereabouts. You know, like, if we never was doing it rigorously, we have to make sure we do it now. You see? So that safe environment maintains. And that important thing where we know who we are, know our children, mothers, whether you're a single mother or not, is now. You see? Because our children is in contact with people. When they're at school and, you know, buses and so forth. All of us, but, you know, and we just have to be responsible. We have to look at ourselves more closely. See? Because, yeah, man, the world things just got bad, rough. So we are going to some Far Eye Redemption, you know, and just cool.
people what you say. Yeah. Rastaman, don't put his trust in God. He puts his trust in the Ola one. Never give his strength unto the beast, so you better leave him. Leave him in peace. So just say, according to your words, you will get paid. So try to live in an upright way. Tell the people what to say. Tell them to watch and pray. Don't let them go astray. Tell them what to say.
That's a special request for Mafias, you know. So is this. So Mafias.
Mama, Jaja, children, no cry. Mama, Jaja, children, no cry. Mama, Jaja, children, no cry.
Cultural expression.
Mama, Jaja, children, no cry.
You see how we reflect.
For a while,
Ross Michael and the Sons of Negos.
they weep in our eyes. Yes, he wipes. They weep in our eyes. So none of Jaja children no cry.
No cry no more.
No cry. None of Jaja children no cry.
Do the right thing, do the right thing, do
No
the right
cry no
thing.
more. None of Jaja children no cry. None of Jaja children no cry.
No cry no more.
There is a land where saints immortal reign. There is a land where there is no death, no sin, no shame. I tell you now, none of Jaja children no cry. Don't cry no.
You see, when we make with second preamp, we test it with this rhythm, you know? And to our surprise, to realize that it was recorded in stereo. Oh, now it got us thinking. Because we not hear the thing. We are hear one set of something. And we wonder what happened. And we change the input and everything. Then we just say, well, Rockstone, the things in stereo, you know. Got to be that. So we just go back to the drawing board and come up with a filter switch that give us the stereo and just give us the mono. But we take the mono from one side, see? So with the drums they know how the recording was done. We used the changeover to suit what we did hear first. And what we was hearing first was the voicing. We couldn't find the drums. They were in a distant place, very low, but it's the voicing we had on one channel. So we just worked that and become an amazing thing. And it's strange that Quaker Talk is not strange because they know the man, the enchanter. See? And we just grow to hear the enchanter up at Bluesville on a Sundays with Sir Biggs. And we hear that type of thing, you know. So now we want to see if we're in preamp and see if him have the same switch over. And that's one thing we could never get to see. The man them used to kind of bury it. Yeah, but still, it was fascinating, I tell you. Ras Michael. Morpheus, we are go still with you. We have this selection for you.
The torch of freedom, freedom. And love was all we talked about. Love was all we talked about. I was like a tower of power, and I saw glory, the power and the glory. It was in Gold Coast with a vision myself. I were running, oh, running with the torch of freedom, freedom. And love was all we talked about. Love was all we talked about. I was like a tower of power, and I saw glory, the power and the glory. Call my name and I'll be there. Just whenever you're ready. It was in Gold Coast with a vision myself. I were running, oh, running with the torch of freedom, freedom. And love was all we talked about. Love was all we talked about. I were like a tower of power, and I saw glory.
Mr. Keith Hudson. Yeah, late great Keith Hudson. Request for Morpheus, Sir Morpheus.
I'm just a dread at the control. Oh yes, I'm just a dread who like to smoke up ice player. It's true, yes, it's true. Oh yes, I'm just a dread who like to lick up iPod. It's it's true. Yes, it's a true. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just a dread. Oh, don't deal with dead eyes. It's true. Yes, it's true. Oh yes, yes, yes. I pray to Jah each and every day to protect I from the ballad and the wicked men. Oh Jah, can't you see? I know I'm just a dread who like to cook up idol. It's true. Yes, it's true. Oh Jah, I'm just a dread who like the way I look. It's true. Yes, it's true. Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm just a dread who like peace and love. It's true. Yes, it's true. Oh yes, yes, yes. I hear rumors that dreadlocks don't eat salt, but salt only give blood pressure to lot of poor people out the road. Can't you see? Oh Jah, I'm just a dread who deal with strict ital. It's true. Yes, it's true. Oh yes, oh yes. I'm just a dread who deal with peace and love. Can't you see? Yes, it's a true. Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm just a dread who like ital sister. Can't you see? Don't you see? Oh yes, oh yes. I look like lion. Don't deal with ballad. Can't you see? Only Jah knows. Oh yes, oh yes. I'm just a dread. I'm just a ital dread. Deal with only vital. Ital dread. Deal with only vital. Ital dread. Deal with only vital. I'm just a dread. Look on me head. Look how me dread. I just a ital dread. Look on me head. I just a ital dread. Look on me head. Lion. I just a ital dread. Look on me head. I just a ital dread. Look on me head. I just a ital dread. I'm just a dread. I'm just a dread. Oh yes.
Mr. Rubber Dub, Jacob Miller. Yeah, man. Request to Morpheus, Sir Morpheus.
My good old prophet Marcus Garvey prophesied, say St. Jacob de la Vega and Kingston is gonna meet.
Listen.
And I can see with my own eyes, it's only a housing scheme that divide. When the two sevens clash, the dread. When the two sevens clash, look up a cotton tree out by Ferry Police Station. How beautiful it used to be, and it has been destroyed by lightning, earthquake and thunder. I say, what? When the two sevens clash, you dread. When the two sevens clash, I take a ride sometimes on Pen Overland and Bronx, and sometimes I ride on bus X82. Say what? Marcus Garvey was inside of Spanish Town District prison. And when they were about to take him out, he prophesied and said, as I pass through this gate, no other prisoner shall enter it there through. And so it is until now. The gate is being locked. Say what? What a leave on my head when the 2 sevens glide. What a leave on my head when the 2 sevens glide. Bita, what a leave on my head.
See, this is what we call historical references, you know what I mean? And then you have another set of people that will play them thing there. Bach and Beethoven symphony and all these things. And that's good for them thing. So what standard do we have? You see what I mean? Yes, we are good show.
You're gonna need that love as the silent giver.
Last couple of weeks we arranged out Ross Shiloh. You don't know that? I realize that artists we work with, group producers, distributors, you see it? We flourish them, you know what I mean? Not bust them, you know what I mean? Keep them in your mind, make sure you understand, say culture still there, not going anywhere. You understand? Good writers, good performers.
You're gonna need that love as the silent rivers
Shiloh
rushes through the ocean door.
Set the principles.
When you
I agree.
love to your heart, keep it close. Take pride and place. You're a part of the human race.
Teach.
Don't feel unwanted. As a star, you've got your
Cultural expression with there with you. Ross Shiloh,
hold on
featured artist.
to your love. Hold on when love comes your way. Hold on, don't let it get away.
We sing for the dance.
You're gonna need that love someday. Oh, I love to hear love say.
See what now?
Now that I'm here with you today, oh
Take the issue
well,
again.
treat me the way you should. And I promise I'll never go away.
Ross Shiloh.
How can I leave when you give me all I need? Ooh, you treat me so good. I got to say thanks to your warm hospitality. Yeah. Hold on to your love. Hold on.
Move it, Shiloh.
Oh, I see.
Zion the magician. I tell you, garnet still remembrance.
I
Ross
saw
Shiloh.
Zion in a vision. Jah was there amidst everyone, stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion. Zion in a vision. Jah was there
Cry for you,
amidst
baby. Cry for you.
everyone,
Cry for you.
stretching
I tell
forth
you.
his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion.
Touch them.
Everything seems so real, the wonders of Jah I could feel. His love filled me up. Oh Lord, I didn't want to wake up.
Cultural
I
expression.
saw Zion in a vision. Jah was there amidst everyone, stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion. We were all singing the same song,
Brother Sony.
giving praises to the Almighty One.
True.
All I could feel was happiness, surround us by righteousness. I saw Zion in a vision. Jah was there and meets everyone, stretching forth his right hand. Oh, it's like a family reunion. Science in a region. Jah was there and meets everyone, stretching.
Yeah, you know, you can go to some schools, them, you know, and between the age of what I call 18, and you mention Garnick Silk, and they don't know what you're chat about. You see? Yeah, they don't know who you're chat about. You see? And who's for fault that? That's ours. Well, not this side here. But mainly, that's ours. See? Them don't know them. Them say, who that? And then if you play a tune, right, like Mama Africa, them say, yeah, yeah, you know? Because you know, say it's one of the most regular play tune. Ross Shiloh.
Let Jah be praised while I pray for my blessings to rise. Oh, listen, the belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. The belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by the words that proceeded from Jah. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by the words that proceeded from Jah. The belly full but they're starving. Have a lot and still wanting. Jah, without you we're empty. Fill us up with your mercy.
Ross Shiloh, I tell you. Just not so you not be judged. I tell you.
Else you be judged.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, you do that, and you're not judged.
See me and I know me at your passing judgment.
Why?
How does that make you feel? See me and I know me at your passing judgment. I don't like it and that's for real. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel fine? Despising someone you never seen before this time. Never underestimate another. Never look down on your brother. Passing judgment. How does that make you feel? See me and I know me at your passing judgment. I don't like it and that's for real. Ask me who I am, then you will understand. I'm the musical teacher, shaping the future. Coming from the Father, I'm the musical ambassador.
And at that, I tell you now. Ross Shiloh, cultural expression, listen. Yo, tell
It's love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's growing. This love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just can't hide. So long we've been together. Can't keep you to myself. Got to share you with another. Got to share you with someone else. It's glowing. It's love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's glowing. I know. This love of mine, yes, and it's showing. Just can't hide. Come on, my brothers and sisters, let's not waste our time. We got to move together. Let's synchronize our minds. It's glowing. It's love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing, shining so bright. It's glowing. I know this love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just get high. A prayer for you and a prayer for me. Let's live in love and harmony. Only love can set us free. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's glowing. Only love can set us free. Love is the answer. I know. Whoa, it's growing. It's showing. It's growing. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's growing. This love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just get high. So long we've been together. Can't keep you to myself. Got to share you with another. Got to share you with someone else. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing. Shining so bright. It's glowing. This love of mine. Yes, and it's showing. Just get high. Come on, my brothers and sisters. Let's not waste our time. We've got to move together. Let's synchronize our minds. It's growing. This love inside of me. Oh, and it's showing.
Yes, as Shiloh walks away, you see. So, cultural expression we deal with you, we remind you, we go through, we show you say that we stand predominant, you know, we just want you to understand that part there. And the fact is, we need to be responsible. Some of you out there, so like my brethren, our brethren, Ross Ranger, you see, you can look on the Facebook and see me put up. You understand? I know I say me catch enough people. Yeah? There's some people see it before, you know what I mean? The Queen, you see? It was most appropriate me put that up there because them had the Commonwealth salute, you see? So we want to make our children them understand. So we don't need to be part of that, right? But you see, His Imperial Majesty, yeah, and Princess Menin, yeah. I tell you, right? You see, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip bowing before the original monarch. You understand? African royalty. See? So we just put that there, make people see. You know what I mean? Because they on Facebook now it become universal. Because people know about these things, but here what happens, you see, the time when it come, it's late in the day for us, you see. You understand? Most Rasta man never see that something there. And if them see that, I tell you, them they sleep with it, them eat with it, they what everything with it, because them say, wow. Yeah, you understand? So I think we have two more. You understand? One of this one from a different angle, and then one when she followed them. You understand? They're trailing them. Yeah, man. You call that dignity, sin, a way. You understand? Because we're the real thing. And an artificial thing, we're the real thing. And that may I try to advocate. We're the real thing. You see? And people want to give up that now. Right? Not want to for King James. and find themselves caught up in a Christian thing. Yes, Bright Lights there with we, is in, and High Grade, and we're going to dance all, is in. Yeah, we have some Jesse Ryle for Rents Out, and, you know, yeah, man, we're going to dance all. We ain't been there for a while. Last week, the last 2 weeks, we were tentative, you know what I mean? Because we don't want them pirates, them continue to follow principle, because them are fall in a ditch, you know what I mean? But through them at dances and everything, now we slacken off to see where they're going. And we recognize that them lost for cause. So, principal got him students them, you know. And yes, Flinty, the family, we send condolences to the wife and family star. Cause, you know, we are good through your family and my family and other people's family, man. We are good through some time, you know, some serious times. But it's a reality. It's a natural thing, but it takes us different, you know what I mean? Because I'm not coming, I'm just existing. So we are good through. Yeah, man, come in.
Beat him.
Oh.
Lighter. Yeah.
Hey, get your special thing in her.
See,
Switch up the thing, man.
Seek and search and still she never find till she woke up on the Rasta man loving time. Probable cause I make her heart and wine. She no help and no dragon, she no dine pan swine. Over and over she bong, she no wine. God love for the dance, for the roots get the shine. No monetary funds could have blow her mind. Deep down in her she soul, from in a concrete. I got the chance to say how much I really want you to stay. I barely got the chance to show.
Our
I never really want you to go. It's my turn to
titles,
do my
man. Listen.
part. Situation heavy, no time to get sparked. Now when time you roll me off road, and when time me hear you talk, me leave you talk, and when time you hear me off yell, true enough me life now, me can't fail been true enough emotion, and still got so much
Cultural
devotion,
expression, listen.
left with only the notion to love me.
13 from the
Been
third.
through so much emotions and still got so much devotion, left with only the notion
Featuring selector.
I barely got the chance to say
High Grade and Bright Lights.
how much I really want you to stay. I barely got the chance to show.
Principal students.
I never really want you to go. It's my turn to do my part. Situation heavy, no time for get sparked. Every day and every night, every moon and every light. She love to see me when me cheddar heap up all night. Me I work hard straight through the fight. Yeah, ever firm, I never lose. One kick to the head like the boy named Bruce. My empress to pack up like juice. Well, me
Ladies,
I never ever convey. Got the chance to say
Cultural expression.
how much I really
A
want you to
class by
stay. I
itself.
barely got the chance to show. I never really want you to go. It's my turn to do my part.
Listen him. Listen him good enough. International Field Marshal in a partial. High Grade. I tell you.
Never had a love like this before.
Settle.
Never had a love like this. Never had a love like this before. Never had a love like this.
Watch him.
Send for the
He might get smooth. Yeah.
Send for the wine.
Go on, High Grade.
She don't wanna roses. She wanna have a good time.
Young man, principal. I tell you. You're not getting type of style elsewhere, man. Smooth. Internationally, High Grade, Bright Lights. I tell you, man. Principal
Never had
students.
a love like this before. Never
Watch it, GT. What? Surgeon.
Love like this before.
We're smooth,
Never
man.
had a love like this. Send for the chocolate.
Jesse Crucial Royal.
She don't want no roses. She wanna have a good time. Light
A
up the
long lesson come from, you know.
Under the moonlight.
Long way, man.
Home is where the heart is. And I'll be right here by your side. Never had a love like this before.
Tear it up, bright
Never
lights.
had a love like
Easy, easy.
Never had a love like this before. Never had a love like this.
I grade serious. I tell you, smooth, smooth. Quality. Go on, man.
Loving when me give her that she want. The loving when me give her that she want.
I tell you.
Loving when me give her that she want.
Culture the expression, man. Sweetest thing you can really come Friday evening. I tell you. Blow my trumpet, man.
I cannot deny the feelings I have for you. Can't hide. You think
Oh, you mean?
so high.
Stand at ease.
Never had a love like this before. Never had a love like this.
Yeah, Richie Davis. Yeah, listen.
Love like this before. Never had a love like this. I just a sweet sensation.
I tell you.
She born. The good vibration.
The station. Coming to rule the nation. With popular music from the station. Yeah.
This ain't no teaser.
Popular.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
I tell you now.
What is time when it's fine?
Jesse Royal.
Baby, when you left, I
Ladies,
stopped breathing.
watch him now. Organic, man. High grade.
Baby, when you left, my heart stopped beating.
Set the bright light. Set it.
Oh, baby, when you left, I stopped smiling.
No pressure about you, know.
I stopped living,
Natural,
'cause now
natural.
I'm all alone. I've never been so lonely. It's messing up my mind.
Select a nice man. I tell
Oh,
you.
I'm not feeling fine. No.
Click your back.
I never felt so longing for someone. I feel like I would cry. Yeah.
England, London,
I
listen.
may have messed up, but I'm willing to try again, yeah, baby. It doesn't matter whose fault it was, 'cause this love is a blessing, and there is no replacing.
Set the stage right.
Baby, when
Some
you
history.
left, I stopped breathing. Baby, when you left, my heart stopped beating.
Set the rush, Shiloh.
Oh, baby, when you left,
Cause we
I
love you
stopped
good.
smiling. Now I stopped living, 'cause now I'm all alone. Yeah. I tried to move on, but it wasn't the same.
Sweeter
'Cause
song.
nobody loved
Culture
me
expression.
like you do.
Tell your friend, man.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Click the button.
I've looked into the mirror, then I start blaming myself. I think
Only for
that
Fridays,
I've learned
I
my
tell you.
lesson. I may have messed up, but I'm willing to try again, yeah, baby. It doesn't matter whose fault it was, 'cause this love is a blessing, and there is no replacing. Baby, when you left, I stopped breathing.
Hey, I know what I'm gonna do, you know.
Baby, when you left, my heart stopped beating. Oh, baby, when you left, I stopped
I agree.
smiling.
Because smooth.
Now I stopped living, 'cause
I tell you. I agree, man. You look the money. Go on, sir.
boy.
Yeah, man.
So much harder.
I agree, man. You're extending, man. I tell you, you're sweet, man.
Oh, you see the problems of life, it cuts deep like a knife. The pressure.
Say your response.
Don't let it get you down. Don't let it make you way.
Hey, listen to this song, you know. I tell you, man. Culture expression, I agree. And bright lights, I tell you, man. Sweet extension.
Boy.
Yo, GT Taylor, Smirk. Listen, England, London. Proper things, man.
You see the problems of life, it cuts deep like a knife.
Yo, Richie, we like the way this clock cutting up. I tell you.
Don't let it get you down. Don't let it make you waver from.
Sweet.
'Cause life's too short.
What a song.
To ever frown. Yeah.
Yeah, when I listen.
The problems of life cut so deep like a knife. The pressure, the struggle you feel today will be your strength for your tomorrow.
Rubber bump.
The pressure, yeah.
Yo, Sir Collins, I love you. I tell you, man.
So much harder.
Hey, when I love you, man, seriously. When I touch you. When I shake a leg.
'Cause life's too short. Yeah.
Yeah. When I shake a leg, seriously. Go on.
Yeah. Wow.
Listen to our selectors, them, man. Seriously. Cultural expression, man. A class distinction. Sweet music out there. Sweet music.
Why don't do the same thing tonight again, baby? Couldn't get enough of you yesterday. I wanna do that same thing tonight again,
Rasta Chedidi.
couldn't get enough of
Nice
you
voice, man.
yesterday. It's like magic, girl. Things that you do to me, deliberately, yeah. So free. Should be tragic, girl. Should you be untrue to me? You touch my life in such a special way, and makes me wanna be with you night and day. I really want you to know the feelings that's within. What words cannot express, then love will do the rest. Do the same thing tonight again, baby. Couldn't get enough of you yesterday. Wanna do that same thing tonight again.
Pull up that thing and make you feel like that, man, my money.
Calling out to the authorities of the world. Oh well, we really need speedy change. Oh, we really need speedy change. Oh,
I hope you understand me. We need to be caring and sharing. Forget about the petty affair. Why can't we live as one? I just can't understand it. Take a check, deep reflect. What is it really happening? Our hands are on the problems. Together we can solve them. Don't play blind. Read the signs. They're in magic school. Just listen to the people while they share their views. Yeah. Colonization was a hell of a thing. Them separate the children from mama, what a thing. Why educate them to do the wrong thing? I just can't understand it. Discrimination, not no petty affair. We need more love, not guns and nuclear. We need equality, it's evidently clear. We keep calling throughout the years. We need to stop shedding blood and tears and stop living in a hopeless fears. I hope you understand me. We need to be caring and sharing.
Yeah, I'm gonna select the tune of body and pull it up. Foot in, pull up, myself. Foot in a jeans, pull up, myself. I'm back a diamond set. Don't disturb me.
Jah is calling on all men from all over the world. Yes. Women, take heed to Jah's words. Let go the devil and come to the rebel. Rastafari will make you comfortable. Let go the beast and come live in peace. All the most high words you need to feast. Let go the devil and come to the rebel. Rastafari will make you comfortable. Let go the beast and come live in peace. All the most high words you need to feast. Girl, make the right choice, because my love is nice, like sugar and spice, and everything which is right. I know it is the lies that Babylon say that make you went astray, but you can correct all that right away without delay. Let go the devil and come to the rebel. Rastafari will make you comfortable. Let go the beast and come live in peace on the most high.
Me in a black turban, sometime like natty and tam. Yes, I let no one harm I, and I will harm no one. A man is just a man. I'm doing all I can. Giving the less fortunate a helping hand. You better behave yourself. Don't try to hurt no one else. Be kind and loving always. Come on and give Jah praise. You better behave yourself. Don't try to hurt no one else. Be kind and loving always. Come on and give Jah praise. One little vibes go kick off and then two friends start quarreling. One was wielding his knife and the other was spinning his gun barrel. Little kid, tell me why you take the big stone and bust the old man for it. You're a menace to society, a terrorist in the village. Practice good ways or else your judgment will come early. I want you surely, you should better behave yourself. Don't try to hurt me.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, yes. Yes.
Walk and live.
Alright, yes.
Dark and bumbuckler dead.
Yeah, yes. No. Yo. Alright. Yes, I've got to take a lick from this celestial chalice. Rasta
them 666 statistic microchip. I no work for no boss. No convert to no loss. Show them the mercy, the bucket is kick. The body's gone, put the cemeteries. Them man no work for no boss. No convert to no loss. Them leaders love to gossip. This a big time psychoanalyst. Yet man no work for no boss. No convert to no loss. Hey, say them no care. Me no show no fear. And me no scare. Burn the fire in the middle of the square. Them Babylon spending billions and them nuclear. I told them want to bomb up the atmosphere. Say last the guy sit up on the throne. And them cats fan cheer. Hey, me tell you set the system nasty things clear. Them a fight the solution. None to compare. Judgment everywhere. Hey, then you've got to take a lick from this celestial select. Rasta no work for no boss. No convert to no loss. Alright, burn them foolishness. 666 statistic microchip. I no work for no boss. No convert to no loss. Hey, show them the mercy.
We shall overcome someday.
Messenger on first born and go through.
We shall overcome someday.
Yo, stop with this time, man.
No matter what they say.
No matter what they say.
No matter what they do.
No matter what they do.
No matter what they say or do. That you do
liberation is a must.
No matter what they say. No matter what they do. No matter what they say or do. That you do just a good time go through.
Of that I'm sure. Jah is my light forever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's my shield and buckler.
Whoa, whoa,
the trials we face, Selassie is our defender. That's the no sense.
Even though the times get more dangerous, man, heart just full of a loss. Some living cantankerous. Stop on the king of kings first. Cause in Rasta,
well, I can't tell. I just cheat every year. Yes, yes.
No matter what they say.
No matter what they do.
No matter what they do.
No matter what they say or do. That children do a good time go through.
Got clear, man.
No matter what they say. No matter what they do. No matter what they say or do. That children do a good time go through.
Tell them messenger.
Jah cast away their barriers and set the captives free.
Tell them.
Break those chains of oppression and gave us strength to be. Now we are united, fighting for one cause, one love, one life, one destiny, abiding by Jah laws. So no matter what they say,
no matter what, messenger.
Keep your enemies at bay, but your faithful friend. Medicine for life, your faithful friend.
You see all them young ladies out there? Christine. Yes, Jasmine.
I'll find that faithful friend who will be by your side for life. For life.
Our selectors, them don't forget the women. I tell you. That's why one is called bright lights, you know. Yeah, light shine bright.
They just hard to find friends, oh friends. And if there's a friend that would lay his life like you shine.
Cultural expression, man.
Like you shine.
Top class, listen.
Remember mama used to say, friends can bless you. Looked at me stern in the eye, they can also more you. Oh son, don't forget that a friend indeed is a friend indeed.
Ladies, I tell you, request all about.
Yeah, you opened up my eyes today. I thank you, Lord, for yesterday. I'm so grateful. You touched my eyes and now I see from birth you've always been there for me. Love so unconditional, yeah. You said you love me and you never leave me alone. Every day when I awake,
special request coming up to you.
Jesus, you bring joy to my life all the time. You're my everything.
You're listening, my sister. I tell you, sweet in it.
No matter what I'm going through, I make it. It's because of you. You're my everything.
Yo, Sandra, book us, man. Book us.
You love me and you never leave me alone.
We have a good price.
Every day when I awake, you give me a brand new song.
It's a family affair. Book us.
So Lord, now I know that you are my shepherd.
Somebody say pull up.
How you mean?
Somebody say ra, 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 ra.
So, you don't have to tell me.
What?
Your love is true.
Yo, I agree. You're going good, man. You're slow. And you're extending. Settle.
What to do? Yeah. And if my heart is right, I'm gonna love you through the night. If you have to tell me that, whisper in my ear. Just go on and tell me, baby. Tell me that you care.
Listen.
I'd like to welcome you back.
Special request to the Most High. Listen, man. Artists, listen. Most High.
I'll sit and wait.
Mr. Richie Crucial Davis.
For you to put your keys to the door.
Apologies.
It's been a long time since we have spoken.
Tell them
on the line, yes. Plenty lonely nights, yeah. With no you to hold me tight. I wanna love you every day and every night, in every single way. Now you're gonna make my day. Hey, after being away for so long, girl, I just don't know how to carry on. Oh no, being separated from you for the longest time. Now you're out to fill my mind.
Yo, New York.
Welcome back, baby. Welcome back, baby.
Sweet,
I miss
Speedometer bono.
I miss that magic touch.
Listen. We raise out the rhythm. We raise out the rhythm with artists.
So natural, looking out until the morning rain. I used to feel so uninspired.
Sweet.
And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you,
life was so unkind.
Just tell your friends. Cultural expression, man. Unbelievably sweet. I tell you, ladies. You in tune to high grade the selector. Back my right lights. Students of Principal Roddy Bones.
You made me feel like a natural woman.
I tell you.
When my soul was in a lost and found, you came along to claim me.
Reggae music sweet in it. Yeah. Drum machines.
Know what was wrong with me till your keys helped me name me. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need to do no more. Cause you made me feel.
Brand new.
You made me feel. You made me feel like a natural. You made me feel.
It's up the selector.
Watch Wagwan. He might learn how to change gears, you know. Watch him.
You know?
No, you can listen.
I've been telling them a long time. Say if you hear me king, telling them a long time.
See, we play with the notes. You understand? We need to know some music. See what I mean?
Say if you hear me king, telling them a long time.
Settle.
Till I'm not do a thing. You know yourself. You want to know your black king. All praises. When it you want to win and to wild this Selassie I joyful song sing. Love and togetherness, that's all he bring. You ever check the sun in the morning rising? Hurricane and storm, that's no surprising. No to them system which is dividing. The ways of the devil is so conniving. Long time. Me tell them you're my king. I telling them a long time. Till them now do a thing. Me telling them a long time. So if you hear me king, telling them a long time. Till them now do a thing. Yo, me hear me king, cause he's a light of this world. Jah always show us that he cares. Jah not give no man more than what him can bear. Without no apologies, Selassie I may heal. See a man may govern the male or female. My love for Jah cannot be bought nor sale. Yo, cannot be wholesale nor retail. Tell them I Selassie I may heal. Alright, long time. Me tell them you're me king. Me telling them a long time. Till them now do what it. Me telling them a long time. Say if you hear me king, me telling them a long time. Them now do what it. You know you love this song, no? Everyone know you.
Hear this. Wait a minute.
Listen, man, I'm changing gears. Sweet selector. Listen, this selector. Selector Wise, come from a good school.
Stop your fighting and be wise, my brother.
Teach.
Life is.
Don't move a muscle. Cultural expression there for you.
Stop your quarrel and live in love, my sister.
We teach, we romance. Yeah, we marry you up. And we set you down. Settle.
Though we lie, things get rough. There is ups and downs. Though we lie, things get tough. Don't you stop on me now. No obstacles be in your way. Just turn it around. Don't you ever go astray, cause every little thing in life counts. Stop your fighting and be wise, my brother.
And our women have them clothes on, you know. I tell you, man, decent, modest, and we love them just like that. And we will protect them. Honestly. Because we know dignity. Mother's child.
We are mother's children. We are dealing. See, select a wise man. Poor and high grade. Set it right.
Through hills and valleys.
You know we roll.
So we made a good sense.
Gear changing, man. Sweet. What a selector,
What
man.
games men play. I've skipped right across their borders, ignoring their new world orders. They couldn't get me down. I'm standing on solid ground. This is for real.
Yo, VP. Most honorable. Miss Chin.
Lessons for people to learn. Yes, it's for real. All over my
and family.
Jah love holding firm. Jah love holding firm. And when we shuffle through the traps they set, it is a fact I never fail I yet.
What a sound seeking.
You know we roll.
Wise selector, wise. I agree.
Who my Father bless, not can curse. There is no other, it's futile, the search is in vain. I'm praising Jah name.
Mr. Washington.
This is for
why like that here?
No,
Hey,
man.
this tune
Ashton Washington.
Yes, sir. Come back.
Easy, man.
Jah love holding firm. Lessons for people to learn. This is for me. All
Yo,
over my heart
Lady.
and soul. Jah love holding
Special request next, man. Coming for
Jah
you.
love holding firm.
Barber job.
Sweet, sweet,
Headtones. Special request. Bridget Lady. Islington. Stand good, man. Respect.
We're having a party tonight.
Yes.
Where everything will be alright.
Got to live some life.
Come on,
Attitude, y'all.
Yes, come on. It's time that we should have some fun.
Live
We
life.
got to live some life
Why?
before we're old.
Tell them.
We got to live some life before we're cold. Now time
boy,
is
I'm
on,
dead.
so here
Now
we
tell them, man. Select wise.
Bad people there. Move.
Up the best we can.
Watch it.
A murder.
Yo, Yard Massive. When I deal with me, I listen good.
Girl, I wanna hold you and squeeze you.
See it? Ladies.
Don't stop, wanna show you I love you, I need you. There's no doubt about that. Never wanna lose you.
Yo, click your plasma TV and you're good.
That's why I chose you.
Sounds
to
sweet.
be with me. And I meant every word. Baby girl, I'm gonna make it right. If you want my love, we're friends for life. Baby girl, your love, there's nothing
Cultural
like.
expression,
All your days,
dynamic.
you're gonna be by my side.
You don't
Baby
panic.
girl, I'm gonna
Entertainers.
make it right. If you
Bright
want my
lights,
love, we're
high
friends
grade,
for life.
organic.
Baby girl, your love,
Tell
there's
you,
nothing
don't panic.
like. All your days, you're gonna be
Sound
by my
supersonic.
side. Girl, I'm the mister and you know you're the mistress. Is there a problem, girl? You
Internationally
know
wise,
your body's yearning,
high
your
grade.
burden cause me symptom. I'm gonna turn and trace it. My love and affection is wide like the ocean, girl.
True affection.
Into your section, I'm gonna push my motion, girl. I'm coming up, I really love your emotion, girl. Yeah, my love, that's the notion. Baby girl, I'm
Scream.
gonna make it right. Give you all my love.
I tell you, listen.
Talk. Baby girl, your love, there's nothing like it. All your days, you're gonna be by my side. Baby girl, I'm gonna make it right. If you want my love, we're friends for life. Baby girl, your love, there's nothing like. All your days, you're gonna be by my side.
Early King Selassie, I alone that sit upon the throne.
Scream.
And hope all fall. In the morning. Yeah, man, I'm sure them say no. Babylon are just disillusion and confusion.
What? Rush me once, rush me twice. Sweet, like sugar, what? And spice.
Idle earth, idle Zion, idle birds, idle lion, blows a skirt, pants are iron. This Selassie I show them a malfunction. This a idle earth, idle Zion, idle birds, idle lion, blows a skirt, pants are iron. This mama me can me slow them. When I see Babylon already, chop off and broke up, never stand steady. Burn them beer and we go burn them teddy. Like Percy and we are clean so trendy. Hungry be fed but you no never come feddy. Blind man time but you never come lady. Shelter the less but you never come shady. Free ganja fi make me catch back a medi. Side mama earth, wanna better respect it. London Clark's booty a go and wrecky. Now we feel like as a pirate make it. Why me a fling John Paul can't take him, me a fund them.
Proper things.
Idle earth, idle Zion, idle birds, idle lion, blows and skirts, pants are iron.
Share it with your friends, them man. Click the box. You know, say Fridays, God willing.
Idle Zion, idle birds.
I will give you proper entertainment.
Blows and skirts, pants are iron.
And some directions. Because of full culture.
Pull up this song now.
You're not getting nothing nasty about here. Listen, everything sweet and professionally nice. Authentic. Tell them. Sweet.
I can see it all in the sky. So wipe the tears now from your eyes. Cause the living still getting out. But your children still getting by. Call your name and don't feel shy. You surely will get by. Me a go tell you something will take place what the air. They are me yard and me broke like a wa. Not even piece of bread, not even little sugar. Me two little son, I suck them finger. Me just sparkles on me knees. Pray me go pray to His Majesty. If me the early and mommy come check me with a bag of money and say go spend on the pee. Days are coming by. Happy days are coming by. I can see it all in the sky. So wipe the tears now from your eyes. Cause the living still getting high. But your children still getting by. Call your name and don't be shy. You surely we get by. I said the road is rocky, hills are steep. I charge through the valley, so me know say it's steep. Sometimes I get hungry, tired and weak, but I can't learn to track and it's straight to my knees. Jah rise a yo, my
somebody say pull up.
Somebody say
be a badness. Me say me love for me roots and culture. Let's come together. I stop living like a dog and culture always. Me know me sweet Jamaica. Me say me love for me roots and culture. Hands and arms and let's come together. Spectacular.
Make I tell you about this island Jamaica, surrounded by wood and water, many sons and many daughters. Quick figure blind and look figure brother. What a sweet, sweet island. Jamaica me come from. Me no want see no gunman. Jamaica a paradise, no mash up me down.
Me love me sweet Jamaica. I know me love the roots and culture. Hands and heart, let's come together. And stop living like a dog and vulture. Me love me sweet Jamaica. Me say me love the roots and culture. Hands and heart, let's come together.
Let me burn Babylon them to ashes.
Box that till you're blind. Beg.
The healing of the nation. Make me wise and strong. So don't you fight it. Free up the herb, free up the chalice. Babylon just can't stop like chestnut now.
See, we teach our young people the proper things, you know. Learn them to draw tune.
Free up
them go through a catalog of listening. Proper rhythms.
Me put it in a tea, it a cure me. Babylon just can't stop Rasta man them from bone high grade. Me say can't stop I'm a
So when them draw now, them draw sensible.
From the malice, why, fire blaze. Babylon just can't stop me from praise and para. I let Selassie, I Rastafari. The I shed up, there's no matter where them try. Can't stop I know. Free up the air, free up the chalice.
Well, like
free up the chalice. Babylon say I'm just gonna even no really matter what you put I do, just still a bless me. Even what you say or do, just still a bless me. Take your money, what you do, just still a bless me. All come back to you. No matter what you say, what put I do, just still a bless me. The best friend in a me crew, you can't catch me. You see the Rasta man, the boom and go through, you better left me. All come back to you. So say it all these days, me I show ya. So you better put away the burden, let the most I go before ya. Them set us out the trap to overthrow ya. One bag of strangers that want like them know ya.
What's poppin'? Everything is on the right. Set it, drop it.
Frustration, temptation, but them can't. What you put I do, just still a bless me. Even what you say or do, just still a bless me. Take your money, work food, do, just still a bless me. All come back to you. No matter what you see, what put I do, just still a bless me. Best friend in a me crew, you can't catch me. You see the Rasta man, the boom and go through, you better left me. All come back to you. You see it, rise from the ashes, them know that we got it, yeah. They black the world, we take the lane and the chopper. Me no day, yeah. While I'm trying to stop my food, I work, I made it true. Difficult to come tell me, say me now gonna wear man them a who. Hypocrite, I give me leg and put I on the stretcher too. But them know better than me not to refer to. Yeah, it don't really matter what you put I do.
Not true, nobody.
Take your money, work food, do, just still a bless me. All come back to you. No matter what you see, what put I do, just still a bless me. The best friend in a big crew, you can't catch me. The Rasta man, the boom and go through, you better left me. All come back to you. Mommy say all these days, me I show ya. So you better put away the burden, let the most I go before ya. Them set us out a trap to overthrow ya. One bag of strangers that want like them know ya. But we rise, we fall, and we go to run it. Think you're not think, whoa. No matter limit for the weed, where you smoke or the liquor where you drink, whoa. Life link, I tell you it's the right link, yeah. This is the right link, tell you this is a life link, yeah. But this not be it, but the cost, yo.
If me I go to a hotel, me
Fire, baby.
But this not be it, but the cost, yo. Somehow, some way, the cost, yo. Lock down in a jail, nothing a pass, yo. Babylon set a trap, you make it cut, yo. You forgot the thing your mama taught, yo. He said that you're wicked and you're macho. I know how it end, it never starts, so. Get up every day and just a rat, so. Good people trying to live them life up. Wicked boy are trying to make life rough. Badness not be it, but the cast, yo. Somehow, some way, the cast, yo. Badness not be it, but the cast, yo. Somehow, some way, the cast.
money, baby mother want money. Go toast no funny, every dollar it we done it. Your friend them many, but them can't find a penny. Not even a little phone can them not send it. You lock behind the bars, can't break nor penny. The girl them a road now wait. Badness not be it.
Go to the bank, go to the bank, go to the bank. The bank has money. See?
Fighting for riches and wealth. In the process, them lose themselves. Never give thanks in life and health. See right now, them gone too far. Get up every day, I fan the flames to war. Yes, them gone too far.
Those about to announce the mighty dead song.
Gone too far. Every day, them a fan the flames to war. Yes, them gone too far. Now that the cup is running over, them a bad. Got to hustle daily for the bread. Them say that according to your work, you get your pay. Down the pressure, no. I feel step it up another day. No one wondering if you gonna live to tell the tale. Cup up is so it's hard. Don't get that easy. Some of them keep on my and I'm cheeky. Me say it's hard. It don't easy. I'd rather sit up in the mountain where cool and breezy. Yeah! Cause just 50 them all like I am listening. See right now, them gone too far. Get up every day, I fan the flames to war. Yes, them gone too far. Me see them one from the earth and run to Mars. Sell out and gone too far. Every day, them a fan the flames to war. Yes, them gone too far. Now that the cup is running over, them a bar. Them a well London. What a piece of bombardment. Them stuck in the people blood like mosquito and laughing. Pick up what them not put down. Now look what it cost them. Only for material, me catch them a quarrel.
Bomb a job, damn you.
Sound change selection, gear changing sweet.
Be a badness.
Don't every man center would wire chill out.
Artists, listen.
You just supposed to smoke with me, believe me.
See, our young apprentices,
call the case them.
They learn the roots, they learn the culture. Now they might express themselves. See?
In chapter 2 murder, 3 armed robbery, and illegal firearms.
Last time he was rushing, now he's smooth.
So we see them running from and not taking Bible.
So I hold it down for all 5 hours. Go on, man.
Box that till you're blind. Bang, bang, bang.
Hey.
See?
Creative. Great.
The sentence was so tall. You should have hear of the Wi-Fi.
Great on cultural expression. Listen. Get change. Last so long. Listen, man.
Every man got intention, yeah. And every man got his own potential.
Special request to the Most High.
That is essential.
Listen.
Babylon will put on inside. That's where you choose to survive. Put on your brakes, never hide.
Uncle I great.
Jarastafari said to seek and you shall find him. No time we go join them. The fall of Babylon, you end up in a problem. Well, enough of them out there sell them soul because of equity. Me see them a search but cannot find for them identity. Cause their identity is coming from the nozzle of them guns. But I and identity is coming from the Naya Bingy drum. Drums. If who you are, you think say that not good enough. Then you find the lifestyle out and wrote it well rough. You think say that not good enough. Remember figure meditating got you up with just. Oh yes, left the devil works man on the you for that. 6 foot underground, we all who want go penny that. Jesus ain't cry feed the one you who want follow that. Children of the Almighty got them on no idiot no way. No time, fire baby. Jarastafari said to seek and you shall find him. No time, we go join him. Run it. You follow them, run it, and you end up in a
watch his wife. Switch from them, switch from them.
Touch not the Lord's anointing. RLCB.
Watch him now, Not tell him, man.
Cause turning the
my man, this you know, serious.
At least I know that much.
Go on, high grade. Organic, man. Switch from them.
I'll pay your palm if you do to you. You see me as something not trouble you.
You're teaching good, man.
Fire, baby.
But you come and try to kick me with no dirty shoe. Why?
Switch from them, high grade. We are doing.
How will you palm if you do to you?
High grade. Him say me the hybrid.
Touch not the Lord's anointed. RLCB touch.
Yeah, copy things.
Cause turning the other cheek won't work.
No man, it not work.
At least I know that much.
You only have 2.
I'll pay your palm if you do to you.
Hey, London.
You see me as something not trouble you.
Yeah,
you are hype up,
Florida.
But you
New York.
try to kick me with no dirty shoe. Why? I'll pay your palm if you do to you.
VP. Honorable.
Fire, baby.
We are official.
I come and try to kick me with your dirty shoe. Hey, I'm holding a meditation.
And I know say when I get the sweetest music on this session yeah. All the while. So ring the bell and step up.
About the chops them where them set me I'm on.
And listen we on Tuesdays. See it? Things and times. Don't just listen to the dance music. Listen on Tuesdays. Engagement.
Plus the policies and all the mass plans. I know them plan for
we want to build infrastructure right here in the United Kingdom. African infrastructure for the people living in the diaspora right here. Like yesterday. Hey! Go on. Hey! I agree. Change the gears, man.
Why? I'll pay your palm if you do to you.
Why?
I'll pay your palm if you do to you. I'll pay your palm if you do to you.
You're well taught, man. Go on. God massive, listening.
Hey, tell them boy, they never get covered enough, cause the fire just get hot.
When them place upon I, ancestors bring them must decay.
Oh, Tom, but
iron can't contain the spirit in flesh, I break away. Them indoctrinate just to keep our cage as men.
Be a badness.
Congo man claim your rightful place. Come make we chant forward. Make we chant forward to our ancestral land. Bongo man a trot forward. I a trot forward. I Ethiopian. Come make we chant forward, make we chant forward to our ancestral land. Congo not to chant forward, I chant forward, and I Ethiopian.
That's it.
Onward we go, guidance and protection flowing. Showing either way. Ethiopia is calling. Let your heart be true.
Get it up, my selector.
Why Babylon them so wicked? Why Babylon them so wicked? We see them with them curse and them witches. Why Babylon them so wicked? Them a sit down on the earth with them riches, killing the creatures and the fishes. Why Babylon them so wicked? Why Babylon them so wicked? Since the beginning of time created I from the sun. In our equilibrium in I wanted all of this come. Painted to perfection by the Almighty One. Opposites of the scale, creation and destruction. Like the flowing force of a volcano eruption. Population reduction, global destruction. Psychological torture, the food and the water, to reshift the balance of a natural order. Why Babylon them so wicked? Why Babylon them so wicked? We see them with them curse and them witches. Why Babylon them so wicked? Cycles of seasons and cycles of karma, locked into a universal code of timeless armor. Unification like within the times of Nama. Stand up and fight for the answer. Don't sit and wait for the master. Don't reminisce on the past and get lost in the past of darkness. Don't let them get to your head to be mighty and dread like Marcus. Killing the young.
Hey, I'm a DJ, pull that up again. Pull it, pull it.
Whoa, whoa, yeah. Me say chant out for ya, over your eye. Chant out for ya, aye. Chant out for ya, over your eye. I Selassie, I the first, yeah. Chant out for ya,
Listen
over your eye.
Run already.
Chant out for ya, aye. Chant out for ya, over your eye. Power of the Trinity. When the bell rings, and you hear the voices sing. No time for tears, no tormenting. Just rejoice and hail the King. When the sun rises, new day is dawning. See another morning, when the cock crow, time be so old. Just rejoice and hear the King. You the name me pot, and the music just a rock. Use them pan the block, them just a ease and them a flop. Rastafari are the leader of the pack, boy. Just rejoice and hear the King. Just rejoice. Just rejoice and hail the King. Just rejoice. Yeah, just rejoice and hail the King. Me say chant out for ya, over your eye. Chant out for ya, aye. Chant out for ya, over your eye. I Selassie, I the first,
I don't deal with man. I don't go to Manchester or Mandeville. And I believe things are going to happen. I don't use the word manifest. And if there is a problem, I don't use a manual. You understand? I don't even have no manners, you know, sir. And this DJ is very talented. A lot of them are hypocrite and they don't like him. Here we go!
But still I rise. Don't wanna keep us down and pressurize. Show us down and pressurize. Keep us down and pressurize. But still I rise. I know that I am amazing. And I know that I am unique. Slow us down and pressurize. Keep us down and pressurize. But still I rise. They wanna keep us down and pressurize. Slow us down and pressurize. Keep us down and pressurize. But still I rise.
Blessed are they that struggle, and cool are they that rise up against tyrants and despots. Great strength to the righteous that break the chains and cast away the shackles of the wicked. Be warned, ye rulers of the earth. Take heed, ye bankers and pedophilic priests, for ye shall be visited with the wrath of everyday folk. Destruction shall be upon you in a moment. As the sun rises in the east, and true lovers rise in peace, I rise, well dressed, I rise.
Why do they fight our freedom? Tell me, why do they keep us down? How long do I have to suffer while they say that they'll decide? They wanna keep us down and pressurize, throw us down and pressurize, keep us down and pressurize, but still I rise. They wanna keep us down and pressurize, throw us down and pressurize, keep us down and pressurize, but still I rise.
Lift up your voices and chant songs of sweet liberation. Lift up your heads and let your voices be carried on high. Give company to the sisters who struggle alone. Give guidance to the brothers who have lost their way. Yeah! For when your oppressors were upon you with heavy taxes and you were overcome with unjust laws, you found the strength to rise. So rise.
Well, I know that I am amazing, and I know that I am unique. My pain is known by those who feel it, so rise up and take no defeat. 'Cause they wanna keep us down and pressurize, slow us down and pressurize, keep us down and pressurize, but still I rise. They wanna keep us down and pressurize, slow us.
The truth about it all It's so ironic that almost every uplifting black person has been imprisoned, been locked up so that they could not preach what they've envisioned. Everyone that I have done research on has been beaten down, knowing the truth but hushed quickly by conspiracies pushing them underground. It's so funny that in school we learn bits and pieces of the truth on only two uplifting black men like Martin and Malcolm were used as something to prove for them. They must have thought that they were smart from the start. Because things have not changed, they've turned us against each other like the separation of friendships between Tupac and Biggie or Malcolm X and Cassius Clay. Showing us what they've done to us so our hearts can be filled with hate, then packing us up in caves so we have to climb over each other to escape the rage in the cage. Nothing has changed, only difference is that now they work behind the scenes, but they're still pulling the strings, not casting blacks as kings and queens. They may think that we're not fit to play the part, but if you search deep within your heart, you'll know that we were the true rulers from the start. They tell us that our ancestors were slaves, not knowing that I know that we weren't slaves but enslaved. There's a difference. Listen closely. Are you hearing me on how they brainwashed then brain drained the black community, writing books on ways to hold our people back in slavery? Do you want to know the real reason they stopped calling us nigger? Because they taught us how to call each other nigger, giving us the gun, letting us pull the trigger, killing off our own, laughing at us as we act like ignorant animals stepping down from our throne. There was work to be done because they've mastered the art of self-hate, molding our whole entire race into racist against our own faces. It's such a shame that we've allowed them to step away from the blame. They've accomplished their goal, so there's no longer reason for them to be mean. So they begin to act nice, confusing us twice, leaving filth in our heads to spread like the catchiness of lice. Psychologically teaching us the European style of life, commercially setting a standard like a renter's guide finding rent for landlords. And as we set our self-esteems by name branded on clothes, like the names that were branded on our ancestors' skin, but now we buy those things the way our people were bought and sold. This world is so cold, they've even gone so far as to rewrite the Bible. But keep on reading, my people. What they're trying to do is stifle us with self-evident lies, thinking by the time we realize they would have already claimed our lives, so that even when we know there's nothing we can really do, awaken now, there's no time to sleep. I've supplied you with truth.
You have to understand that this is culture expression, and we know the time, because the first part of the thing is called Things and Times. And time is a lesson learned. You understand? It's up to the individuals, them, whoever, to assess and evaluate themselves and learn. Because time is a lesson learned. Time belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It don't belong to no man. We're not talking about time on the clock. We're taught time. And then when you think about time, you have to think about wind, oxygen. Where does it come from? And where does it go? This is what we call breeze, wind, air, oxygen. We can't live without it, but we're sustained by it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us this gift. What a reward. Leave it to man, he poisons. What does he do? He pollutes. And disgruntled people seem to have a problem recognizing that time is a lesson well learned. Self-analysis, self-evaluation, and self-assessment is very important when one is trying to reach a spiritual level. Because without it, you're not touching anything. But we are touching something. It depends on how satisfied one is and what one is searching for. Once upon a time, I was a key ganja man. It was never to escape from the reality, or never to escape from hardship or some burden or some stress. It was for pure meditation. It's for reasoning, reading and reasoning. True congregation, man and woman, reasoning. Never an escape. Never an escape. Because I could have done it, which I did, leave in the morning and attend my duties as a statutory employee. not smelling like an ashtray, competent, well fresh, and satisfied with my appearance. Never went to work, charge. So I knew, because I was told, I was trained, I was advised by those who were well ahead of me, my elders. My elders. But there came a time when I started to read, research, understand about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I phase ganja, marijuana out of my system, out of my life. Not by anyone's force, by my own desires, based on what I've read in terms of one being ready, innocently ready to follow and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty. So there's nobody out there that can lecture me. Nobody. You see? So and them time there, I don't know if there was a thing called skunk. I never hear the word before. And if we couldn't get proper things, we never inhale anything. And I was a person able to make tea, to boil my marijuana and drink tea. I don't know about next people. Organic, proper things. So, let me go to YouTube. Me put His Majesty up there with Queen Elizabeth II and Philip to make people understand that when you give up Bonnie Israel for King James Bible, it's a sad mistake. There's no recovery for that mistake. Sad mistake. I never plagiarize it. I am not capitalizing on it. It's there. If it hurts somebody, that because they're ignorant in their own mental perspective of what is real. And Africa don't control me. You have a license on Africa, keep that. Keep that. And if I'm an African hypocrite, keep it. I mean, I am not the governor for any state on the continent, neither am I the president of any state. If you have these issues, go across there and sort it out. You can't consult my wife to sort out anything. The Oza. She's Nigerian. It's not possible. And records. Are you crazy? There's no human being on this earth that me steal a record from. Me give people record. You see Miss Pat that me I yell up because I don't want them for the content forget hurt. Because not for the tune, them a VP tune. I used to press record for them. I press record for her husband. When I was doing my apprenticeship in electronics. My days off, my press record for them. Not just for them, you know, but that's how me know him personally. My press record, shouldn't even call him Shelly. My press record, Jetstar, Palmer. It wasn't Palmer, it wasn't Jetstar then, it was Mr. Palmer. The brothers. My press record, Cha-Cha. Do any people in my press record from a green sleeve? My stamp pre-release illegal in England and legal. Why was it illegal? Because the record them was meant to be released. And the man them say, push out the center and make them white label. And they went out there and sell them for £1. But it wasn't my business. It's just that him come to the press machine that I was operating and say, do this for me. Not the record, you know, not the stamper. When the record and press come out, do them like this. When you put the label, them flip it over. What may I say that for? It's two instructions. Other than that, to write it, me pay for musician them for going to studio and play. And Pablo listen and say, that you want? No, this is phone call now. What you think about that? And me learn beat bop. What the man them call beat bop, me learn from them man there, Augustus Pablo, Derek Harriet, and a few others. Errol Holt. And me get rhythms. So don't bother with that foolishness, may I tell you. Enough people eat food. Enough people wait many days to get in a studio. And them never skank me. So I don't know where you chat about. Listen, Star, you have feelings, man. Your feelings are bad. Listen good. Listen good, man. This is for you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. From me bar me never sit. Ram goat liver make malish water.
You see, when I play music, you probably wasn't even born. Don't try to ruffle me. You see? Listen. Yo, we are going. Two pieces of my gun. Click on the box. Give me some audience. I'm good. Yes, I agree. You're good, man. Now what do your green machine? Hey, you know what me does do? Me is a juice man, you know. Yeah, green machine, African tropical. You see? Yeah, man. And a cleanser. We dip upon that too. You know what I mean? And we hot upon the ginger. Yeah, I tell you. And we sweet, organically sweet on the moringa. We have some classic moringa. See? And that we do. That's why the one them call high grade. We are teach him how to work these machines that we have here. You know what I mean? We have a slow machine. You see it? That make love to the vegetables. Slow. And extract the juices them. Not warm, just very slow. You understand? Yeah, man. And we have a speed one too, but that one there is for hardcore stuff, you know? And then we mix it with a slow one. You understand? Depending on what we are doing. You see? So, high grade and bright lights go on good. So, before my wife come, I go fix up something special for high grade. An African tropical green machine. You see, tropical, and it's winter here in England, you know? But we are going to do that right now, because it make me feel good. You know, last time it was rushing. This time I'm smooth. So that means the principle I teach them good enough. You understand? I'm going to watch bright lights and I pay attention to what is taking place. But hear me now. This goes out to one of my guests them in the commentary area. You understand? And all my good brethren and sisters them out there, and my brethren them there Islington. Listen, man. Sir Lord Power, listen.
Look where me live, visit. Ram goat live and make malish water. Whoa, whoa. From me bar me never hear. Ram goat live and make malish water. Not at all. But stop me never see. Ram goat live and make malish water. Me born a country, me grow a country, but still me never see. Me born a country, me grow a country, but stop me never see.
Sure. It's too important to give to someone that don't have no form of dignity and no form of clarity in them. You see? Losing the plot. Listen, when I start, see, I start as a original selector. See? I'm going to go into the vaults and play some original songs because they're ours. Not mine's, they're ours as in our culture modality through the times. You understand? So me look for Ras Michael because Ras Michael put out some material. You know? And I feel good to see him. You understand? And to read about him and see him little video shot and everything. You see? Okay. And then we remember, when I see that, we remember when we are build the preamps them and we are testings, and remember we put on Ras Michael and what happened. You understand? So that help us, that improve our thoughts. You understand? We never had that vision. It's just putting on the rhythms them and something happened. And you could say didn't happen, and then recognize, that him recording was in stereo. And we taught Rastaman playing Nyabinghi drums and so forth. So that gave us an inspiration, inspired us, but make us think. And we had to kind of figure out how to do this to benefit us, not in our bedroom, but in a hall. See? So, I decide to put some other rhythms round him, because I just wanted to play him. To say, well, yeah, I remember Ras Michael, so I draw out one. So, and the Sons of Negus. You understand? Staying with Africa, Yeah. So, my brethren them, Morpheus. I remember Winston. I never do a memorial for Winston. Even though I play 1 and 2 tune, but I never do justice for Winston. And Winston was a marvelous selector. And when them come at Islington, and me, and the conditions that we had, them young men there with Castro Brown support us. So all of our fundraising events are mafias play for we, not our hometown sound. Our hometown sound, them never want to deal with black militancy and them thing there. My age group, but mafias, them are younger than me. And them man, they decided, along with Castro coming from our Brixton and him family, to support me, to support the Isn't in 18 and raise funds and publicize what we're intending to do, or trying to do. You understand? So we put them tune it together, like when you go to a traditional dance, and the people them wake you up, play some traditional reggae music. And when some sound them come, little more, them start to play a few studio one and roping, and then go down to play the top tunes them. That was the way. But everybody decided the only thing them can play some studio one, they don't know about nothing else. Because the people them who own the sound that bring the teenager them to the sound never teach them. So you see, when me come now, me play all them type of tune. And then when the nice tune, they had the tune them come now, today's tune. The selector them both here with principle, them draw them. My initiation is finished. Because as far as we're concerned, it's an education. It's our culture. And we want it to be maintained. We don't want it to be slacky-tidy, untidy. We want it to be maintained. And I don't want to play no punk rock. We're not going to play them punk rock. We're not going to play them thing there with the decibel them change. Not me. We are stay with our groups, with our artist system. People that we try help to become artists. Because if them music don't get played, and them can hear themselves, and other people can hear them, they will not be inspired and motivated to continue to write profound things, not idiotic things. Nobody can say when them hear some foolishness. And the greatest things are yet to come. Because we are going to do our own. They're yet to come. Believe you me, they're yet to come. And with the inspiration coming down from my brother and my mother, oh gosh man, Roddy Bone, me I tell you when mommy and daddy and all and they get together to write it. Yeah, hey, them don't know. Hey, when we land, Richie, Ochi, don't run away now. When we land, it's just sweetness. So, thieving music, hijacking people to... Listen, man, I have time for all of that. I can tell you when my thief, really when my thief. And I don't even call it thief. I take book out of library. Until the library them start put some card inside the back binder. And when you get on the door, you understand? But me take books from library. And the same two library Islington. And when I finish school, I carry back a number of books. And I kept a number. Yes. You understand? Other than that story, I've never stolen a dime. My mother is too important. My family name is too important to be pulled up for stealing. You know? I receive, and then my father mash up my hand, them, all of my fingers. Them. I have some ugly finger, you know. I never born with them like that. him create them, him turn them like that. You understand? Because I stretch my hand out and receive something from somebody, from another person, not knowing where the person got the thing from. And I was supposed to ask all these questions. I never did nothing like that. And he was my friend. I never know same as a thief, that he does thief or he stole something. So just for reaching out and touching, and Dad said, which hand did you take it with? And I put my right hand, and then I put my left hand, and then I put my right hand, and him said, all right, put them both there. And I was punished. I had some ugly fingers. But by God, me accept it. When I say accept it, I couldn't do nothing, but I'm saying I would not run to social service and say, see what my father did do to me and brutalize me. No, I accept it. But my dad wasn't listening to the fact that I'm saying I didn't know nothing. The base was I was not meant to take anything or receive anything from anybody. That was the family thing. Up to this day, I don't even know how come I reach out and just take the 10 shilling. You understand? It's one of them children moments. You understand? But we were told not to take anything from anybody. So that slip cost me dear. So refrain. Because I can put this thing in public, you know. The people them ask if me want to show it. See it? And this is slander. What's your problem? And you cut yourself off from us. We never cut you off. The other day, Flinty mother get buried. Where were you? My mother get buried. Where were you? Huh? But it's not that, it's an ultimatum. You had to be there. You never get nobody in a phone call. But nobody not hold it against you. You listen to whispers and you listen to other people them that help promote the mood that you're in. Star, you have to rise and shine. That's what you have to do. Me and Roddy, we have lost family, one after the other, within months. Within months. You think we're supposed to go to the world and say, stop. Stop. Grieve with us. Nah. It's not heard of. Everybody's got to control their temple. That's your body. The most you can get is some moral support, some counseling. The rest is down to the individuals. That's it. Star, I don't know. Listen to this piece of poetry. You're going to say now that we steal this too, innit?
The truth about it all. It's so ironic that almost every uplifting black person...
See? Ironic. You understand? So now I'm going to go up the road now. I'm going to look for Benjamin Zephaniah. See? I'm going to put him in the studio with my cousins them. And motivate his faculties to write some things about England and Africa and waiting so long to be recognized. What would you then say? And the world is waiting for this, you know. The world is also waiting for a whole heap of human Del, but we can't find the right singer. Jah Cure, and him just mess up himself. And every time him seem to be on the right track, him create some problem for himself. Because him have voice. See? So Star, I beg you, just leave me alone.
The truth about it all. It's so ironic that almost every uplifting black person has been imprisoned, been locked up so that they could not preach what they've envisioned. Everyone that I have done research on has been beaten down, knowing the truth but hushed quickly by conspiracies pushing them underground. It's so funny that in school we learn bits and pieces of the truth on only two uplifting black men like Martin and Malcolm were used as something to prove for them. They must have thought that they were smart from the start. Because things have not changed, they've turned us against each other like the separation of friendships between Tupac and Biggie or Malcolm X and Cassius Clay. Showing us what they've done to us so our hearts can be filled with hate, then packing us up in caves so we have to climb over each other to escape the rage in the cage. Nothing has changed, only difference is that now they work behind the scenes, but they're still pulling the strings, not casting blacks as kings and queens. They may think that we're not fit to play the part, but if you search deep within your heart, you'll know that we were the true rulers from the start. They tell us that our ancestors were slaves, not knowing that I know that we weren't slaves but enslaved. There's a difference. Listen closely. Are you hearing me? On how they brainwashed then brain drained the black community, writing books on ways to hold our people back in slavery. Do you want to know the real reason they stopped calling us nigger? Because they taught us how to call each other nigger, giving us the gun, letting us pull the trigger, killing off our own, laughing at us as we act like ignorant animals stepping.
You ever hear a sound system do that? You ever hear a selector decide that him go drop a piece of poetry inside him selection? A them thing we are bring to the world, bring to the table new things, new dimension, time change selection. That got you? Come on, man. You know it's the best, well creative long time. Long time. You know Roddy, well creative long time. Him know music. You know Ochi Ping, well created, long time, him know music. You know Richie is an artist and him know music. One to you, you do your thing. Now you want to tell people see that we are thief your thing. Next thing you got to tell Nelson see that we are publish your thing. Which ratty thing we take from you, Star? Which thing? That's what you need to do. Name the thing. Don't keep talking about Dennis, and I can't tell you that. I shouldn't say that. But don't put her in something because me never knew her. So which things, Yasim, she take and give me? You're being very offensive because me no thief from nobody. And my mother never teach me to go out and eat from anybody. So no one can see me come on them yard and eat for them food. No one can come see me come on them yard and drink for them drink. And first me never drink no alcohol. And nobody can see me come on them yard and smoke up all them spliff. Because me not trust people with them ganja. Me trust myself with my own. We don't know about people spiking people. So we not deal with it. When we lunch, people them come and roll. So I don't know what she's talking about. Music again. No, Star, leave it. Next thing you be telling people so that me come and brainwash your faculties. I me thief your ideas. Huh? I me spike you and then what them call the thing? Not brainwash. Put you in a trance and oh gosh, man, one stupid ass name. Yeah? No. Listen, there's some sounds out there looking for people, yeah, that have music selection like your selection. You understand? Jayut, yeah? Go help resurrect them back, right? You understand? and you have King Josiah. All these people, you understand? Even Shaka. You understand? When them listen to your thing, you might say, yeah, and them all about their Europe. Join them. We are sit down there for it. Because next thing you go turn around and say that anything you hear them play, you go say that me take your thing and sell to them. Right, it star. I am voluntarily retired. You understand? And my family, see it? My family maintains and support me. You got that? Not the British government. My family maintain and support me. We have been taught from small age that independence is a beautiful thing, and this family must be and should and has to maintain independence. See? So stop that thing. Can it be a joke? And we have some wild dogs, if you want. You know how you want the people and going out there? We have some wild men in a full family too that don't take liking to these accusations. Yeah? Thieving. The African thing you can continue because you're the African, we're the children of the slaves. So you can keep that. But stealing, no, don't bother with it. Erase that. Erase that, star. You can say anything you want to say about Africa and me. I put this about Africa and everything. I don't understand why it hurts you, though. Seriously. Is it that we shouldn't be trying to? Or is it that you realize that there's so much good things me I project there, but you can't really recognize how me get there? I was always there. I was always there. And we never have to go in the corner and beg somebody to graduate us. Because you see, there's some African that believes that West Indian people, we're docile. Because, yeah, we have sound system. We don't have these big events and splash out a whole heap of money and so forth. But, you know, it's the way we are grown. You know that. It's the way we are grown. And then some of us take a while to find our true potentials. But after all, we're still human beings, right? Yeah. And the least of us is the better of you all. I'm telling you. You see the stone that the builder refuse and ignore? Always become the head cornerstone. Depends on how people assess and evaluate that. And me and my family, we're not proud, we're independent. And we don't steal. There's no generalization in all of that. And we don't have to take something from somebody to make ourselves important and belittle the person, that somebody, and make that person believe that we are their friend, their brethren. Why we are trying to undercut them and undervalue them and undermine them. No. And what you know about us, the front door is always open. It swings. You've never come in them house and you find doors inside locked. They're all open. From the minute you come in, every department is open. No lock inside. Only the external door has a lock. To come in, you close the door, everything else is open. Everything else is open. Our house is not like a toilet. The only door that opens is the toilet. No. Bedroom, sitting room, lounge, kitchen, doors open. And every brethren that we know, them know we kitchen. And if we are sit down and reason and everything, and somebody wants something, we say, see the kitchen, you go there, man. And we know many people that decide, no, we can't do that. And you get up, we get up, and show them this is the cupboard them that control the cutleries, and this will control the glasses and so, and say over here, sir, this cupboard they have drinks and so forth inside it. And them drinks is not alcohol, them is soft drinks. Please relax your mind, assess and evaluate yourself, and make good use of time, because it's a lesson learned. It's just pure reflection. Pure reflection. You see me? When I just play this music here, I just see Hugh Mundell. Every week I see Hugh. But I don't see you. I would have liked to know say that Hugh was here. But you know Hugh got killed. And his sister got killed. And his mother, father. And you know Augustus Pablo died. What's your problem, man? Leave me alone.
Down from our throne. There is work to be done because they've mastered the art of self-hate, molding our whole entire race into racist against our own faces. It's such a shame that we've allowed them to step away from the blame. They've accomplished their goal, so there's no longer reason for them to be mean. So they begin to act nice, confusing us twice, leaving filth in our heads to spread like the catchiness of lice. Psychologically teaching us the European style of life, commercially setting a standard like a renter's guide finding rent for landlords. And as we set our self-esteems by name branded on clothes like the names that were branded on our ancestors' skin, but now we buy those things the way our people were bought and sold. This world is so cold they've even gone so far as to rewrite the Bible. But keep on reading, my people. What they're trying to do is stifle us with self-evident lies, thinking by the time we realize they would have already claimed our lives, so that even when we know there's nothing we can really do, awaken now, there's no time to sleep. I've supplied you with truth.
You hear that part there? Supply you with truth. Salam alaikum, my people. You know what I mean? For a lot of people out there, the recording that when I get gets distressed with some blasted foolishness. Right? You understand? Okay. Guidance. Salam alaikum. Man, I challenge me on my faith and principle. You want to wrap me up in the back, what? Use ISIS or use Al-Qaeda? Which one? I don't have a teacher. I don't have a leader. You know what I mean? The prophet is our guide. I have teachers. I don't have the leader. I don't follow nobody. You understand? We follow the sunnah, the examples of Rasulullah sallallahu to the best of our ability. Simple. You understand? If your criteria for how I do it is inadequate, check yourself, man. Don't try to wreck me. You understand? My culture is my culture. What I do with it, you understand, is my business. You see? One time you tell me, say, your uncle. You should get your uncle to teach you and get you out of the quagmire that you're in. I'm sure he's capable of doing that. But you're not dealing with him with that. You're dealing with him to try and surface on other people. Where did they do? What them say? You got evil eye. And that is the thing. Evil eye.